Good day, everyone. We will now proceed in discussing trademarks and service marks. What is a trademark? A trademark is a visible sign capable of distinguishing goods, which is trademark, or service, which is service mark, of an enterprise, and shall include in a stamp or mark container of goods. In relation thereto, a trade name means the name or designation identifying or distinguishing an enterprise. Thus, the basic requirements are the trademark, for trademark, there must be a visible sign. An example of which is a sound of a musical instrument, cannot be a scent of a perfume. It can be words, acronyms, logos, slogans, designs, figures, pictographs, or portraits. And a trademark must be capable of distinguishing the goods of an enterprise, or also known as distinctiveness. While collective mark is a visible sign capable of distinguishing the origin or any of other common characteristic, including the quality of goods or services of different enterprises which use the sign under the control of the registered owner of the collective mark. As a note, Section 165.2A of Intellectual Property Code states that there is no need to register trade names in order to secure protection for them. In Canon Kabushiki Kaisha versus Court of Appeals, promulgated in 2000, the Supreme Court defined trademark as any word, name, symbol, emblem, sign or device, or any combination thereof, adopted and used by a manufacturer or merchant to identify his goods and distinguish them from those manufactured, sold, or dealt in by others. While trade name is defined as an individual names and surnames, fair names, trade names, devices, or words used by the manufacturers, industrials, merchant, agriculturalists, and others to identify their business, vocation, or occupation. Names or titles lawfully adopted and used by a natural or juridical persons, unions, and any manufacturing, industrial, commercial, agricultural, or organization engaged in trade or commerce. Or simply put, trademark refers to the goods, while trade name refers to the business and its goodwill. What is a function of a mark? This was answered in the case of Mirpuri versus Court of Appeals, which is promulgated by the Supreme Court in 1999. The purpose of the trademark is there are three distinct functions of our trademark. These are to indicate the origin of the goods to which they are attached. Second, to guarantee that those articles come up to a certain standards of quality. And lastly, to advertise articles they symbolize. Trademark is not merely a symbol of origin and goodwill. It is often the most effective agent for actual creation and protection of a goodwill. In the case of ProSource International versus Horphag Research Management, promulgated in 2009, the Supreme Court held that a trademark deserves protection. Why? Because it is a distinctive word, name, symbol, emblem, sign, or device, or any combination thereof, adopted and used by a manufacturer or merchant on his goods to identify and distinguish his goods from those manufactured, sold, or dealt by others. Then the next question is that how marks are acquired? This was answered by Section 122 of the Intellectual Property Code, which provides that the rights in a mark shall be acquired through registration, made validly in accordance with the provision of law. Any person who shall procure registration of a trademark by a false or fraudulent declaration or representation, or by any false means, shall be liable in a civil action by any person injured thereby for any damages sustained as a consequence thereof. Let's now proceed to important considerations in registration. Number one, registration is necessary before one can file an action for infringement. Without registration or non-registration of trademarks or service marks, there can be no action can be filed for infringement. With regard to actual use, the rule is that prior use in the Philippines of a trademark or a service mark is not required before registration. However, there must be an actual use after registration. The registrant shall file a declaration of actual use of the mark with evidence to that effect within 3 years from the filing of date of application. Otherwise, it may be cancelled. This is enshrined under sections 142.2 and 151, paragraph C of the Intellectual Property Code. The registrant is required to file a declaration of the actual use and evidence to that effect, or shall show a valid reasons for non-use within 1 year from the fifth anniversary of the date of registration under Section 145 of the same code. It is also provided that a certificate of registration of a mark shall be a prima facie evidence of the validity of the registration, the registrant ownership of the mark, and of the registrant exclusive right to use the same. This means that the registrant's right may be questioned by a person who has a better right, including a prior actual user. This also includes persons with internationally known marks, as enshrined under Section 138 of the said code. Registration is also not important to protect a goodwill that identifies in the mind of the public that the goods he manufactures or deals in. A registration of a mark is not necessary for purposes of filing a case for unfair competition or false designation of origin. It is stated under Section 168.2 and 169 of the Intellectual Property Code. Unfair competition, which will be discussed later on briefly, is present when there is a passing of a product format of another, and second, giving of goods or services the appearance of goods of another. This will be expounded further by my co-reporters. When the law states that the right is acquired from the time of registration, the law provides it is actually referring to the filing date of application. The filing date of an application shall be the date on which the IPO or Intellectual Property Office received the following indication and elements. First, there must be an express or implicit indication that the registration, mark is sought. Second, identity of the applicant. Third, indication sufficient to contact the applicant or his representative. Fourth, reproduction of the mark. And lastly, list of goods or services for which the registration is sought. It is provided under Section 127 of the Intellectual Property Code. However, the right may also be protected from the priority date, subject to the rules of reciprocity where the application is filed in the Philippines and the same applicant previously filed an application in the countries covered by the reciprocity rule under Section 3 of the same code. The application is deemed filed as of the day the application was first filed in the foreign country. However, there will be no registration in the Philippines until registered in a such foreign country. These rules and guidelines is under Section 131 of the Intellectual Property Code. In the case of Intellectual Property Association of the Philippines versus Ochoa, promulgated in 2016, the Supreme Court held that the Madrid system for the international registration of marks is a centralized system providing a one-stop solution for registering and managing marks worldwide. in that it allows the trademark owner to file one application in one language and to pay one set of fees to protect his mark in the territories of a member states. Accession there by the president is in the form of an executive agreement, not a treaty obligation, and did not require concurrence by the Senate. Accession to the Madrid system does not violate the intellectual property code, and that in fact is consistent with the state policies declared in Section 2 thereof. Now let's proceed to non-registrable mark. Section 123 of the Intellectual Property Code, a mark cannot be registered under the following circumstances. Number one, consists of immoral, deceptive, or scandalous matter, or a matter which may disparage or falsely suggest a connection with persons, living or dead, institutions, beliefs, or natural symbols, or bring them in contempt or disrepute. Letter C, flag, coat of arms, other insignia of the Philippines, or any political subdivisions, or of any foreign nation, or any simulation thereof. If the marks contain or consist of name, portraits, or signature identifying a particular living individual except by written consent. A deceased Philippine president during the life of his widow, if any, except by written consent of widow. Shapes that may be necessitated by technical factors, by nature of goods themselves, or factors that affects their intrinsic value. A color alone, unless defined by a given form. Another circumstance, if the mark consists exclusively of signs or of indication that are generic for the goods or services that they seek to identify. Second, have become customary or usual to designate goods or services in daily language or in a bona fide and established trade practice, or may serve in trade to designate the kind, quality, quantity, intended purpose, value, geographical origin, time, or production of goods or rendering services. Third, if the mark is identical with registered mark belonging to another or mark with an earlier filing or priority date in respect of same goods or closely related goods or services, or if it nearly resembles such a mark as to be likely to deceive or cause confusion. Fourth, if the mark is identical with or confusingly similar to or constitute a translation of a mark which is considered by the Philippine competent authority whether or not it is registered here as being already the mark of a person and used for identical or similar goods or services, or if the mark is well known and which is registered in the Philippines with respect to goods or services which are not similar to those with respect to which registration is applied for. The use of mark in relation to those goods or services would indicate a connection between those goods or services and the owner of registered mark, and that the interests of the owner of the registered mark are likely to be damaged by such use. Fifth, if the mark is likely to mislead the public, particularly as the nature, quality, characteristics, or geographical origin of the goods or services. And lastly, if the mark is contrary to public order or morality. Under the trademark law or under the intellectual property code, in order to register a trademark, one must be the owner thereof and must have actually used the mark in commerce in the Philippines for 2 months prior to the application for registration. However, in our code, has already dispensed with the requirement of prior actual use at the time of registration. This concept is discussed that actual use is not necessary before registration. This guidelines is enunciated by the ruling of the Supreme Court in Ecole de Cuisine, Manila versus Runad uh, promulgated in 2013. I hope this introductory lecture for trademark and service mark has been guided us for future topic. Thank you and good day.